Hi everyone, I'm Tess from the Indian Block Print Company and I'm here with a project printing video for you. Now, in the last couple of months we launched a new collection of lovely leaf designs and we've had a very popular sample in our studio and I wanted to share this with you as it's been a favourite of our customers coming into the studio. Now, this is the bag and we've used the leaf designs to create a layered print. We've also used masking tape to tape off a selection of the bag so that we print a window in the middle. Now, this has been extremely popular. I've also tried this in another version which was using more woodland leaves in more earth colours, so I've got terracotta and olive brown there, but I'm going to be showing you the more tropical design using brighter colours. So I'm going to change my table setup and I will show you how to print this layered leaf bag. This is the leaf design I'm going to be showing you how to print. So you can see here what I mean by a window, where we've used masking tape to create a window in the centre of the bag and then we printed within this, which gives a really lovely effect. And then we've layered the leaves, so we've kind of overlapped them to create this layered effect. So I'm going to be showing you how to print this. So what you're going to need is your foam printing mat. I've got my paint tray and my sponges, and the colours I'm using, I wanted to stick relatively bright because I'm going to be doing a sort of tropical design. So I've got kiwi green, olive green, leafy green and grass green. And then the leaf designs I'm going to be using, I've got this selection of 4 designs which all work really well together, but like I showed you previously, you could use any leaf designs you've got at home to do this. You just want a nice selection that work together. Now you definitely want to practice this design. When I originally started thinking about the design idea, this was the first piece of practice that I did. Now you can see here it looks lovely and the leaves all look really nice and the colours, but I'd spaced them too far apart and there wasn't enough overlapping, so you kind of lose the impact of the design. So then when I tried again on another piece, I tried to make sure I was overlapping more, and this is much more the effect I was looking for. So do practice it. You have to build your confidence with the overlapping, so make sure you practice several times, and the more confident you become, the more you'll be able to overlap them and be happy with the result. So you can see here there's definitely progress between my 2 pieces of practice fabric. So just practice on some plain fabric that you've got at home before moving on to your tote bag. Now I've already masked half this bag off, so I'm going to do the other 2 sides. I'm using wide masking tape for this to create the window in the middle. And ensure you also have something inside your bag to stop the paint from going through to the other side. There we go. Now for this design, I'm going to stick with the same colour for each leaf. So you want to decide that during your practicing. And I'm going to start with the lightest colour first. And then you're just going to print 1 block at a time. And you're going to overlap each one slightly to get the effect we're after. Now also with this design idea, you want to make sure you print over the edge of the masking tape so you get really nice crisp half prints once we remove the tape. And you'll see what I mean by that at the end. So I'm just going to start with kiwi. This colour's kiwi. And I'm going to make sure my first print goes over the edge of the tape. Give it a nice wiggle. And then up. Now I'll show you the first few prints and then we'll speed it up. And you'll see that I'm going to slightly overlap each design. Now you just have to be confident with this because it's not really usual that you overlap prints. So it might feel a bit uncomfortable, but you'll be very thankful when you see the finished result. So this is the leafy green. So again, making sure I'm placing it right next to and slightly overlapping onto the previous print. And that is what creates the lovely layered effect, or the impression of the layered effect. And my last leaf in olive green. Now I've gone for these leaves because it's a nice tropical mix, but you can use any leaf designs you have at home. So there we go, my first 4 prints, and you can see overlap them and they're going over the edge of the masking tape. So what I'm going to do is work my way from one side of the bag to the other, continuing to overlap each design slightly and always changing the direction in which you print. That's something that's really important with a design so it doesn't look too structured, is when I printed this leaf first, I pointed it upwards. So this time I'm going to point it going downwards. And that's really important to give that overall random layered impression. So I'm going to carry on with this and I will show you where I get to. So I've nearly come to the end of my printed bag and I'm really happy with how it's looking. And you can see I've really tried hard to overlap each design just slightly, but that gives the effect that we're looking for. Now, if you do end up with any gaps, don't worry because you can just go back in and put another print over the top and that won't affect the design in any way. Now, I am finding that this tote bag that I'm printing on needs me to hold the block down for a few seconds longer to give the fabric paint time to absorb, and that's just helping my prints show up a little bit brighter. So I've just got a couple left to do and I'm still making sure I'm printing over the masking tape, and once it's dry we'll remove the tape and we'll reveal the finished design. So I would just leave it for 5 to 10 minutes so the paint is totally dry before removing the tape, just so we don't smudge it or anything. So my bag is now dry, so it's time to take the tape off and reveal our print. And you can see there I've got these lovely crisp half prints where I printed over the edge of my tape, and that really adds to the finished design. Now what I'll do is I will iron this and heat set it so it's permanent and washable, and I will show you the finished bag. And here is my finished tote bag. So hopefully you've been inspired by this project and you'll have a go at printing your own. I think it combines 2 techniques, using the masking tape and layering the printing blocks, and creates something really lovely. Now you can try this with any designs at home, not just leaves, but I think the leaves work really well together, especially in this tropical bag design. You can see our full collection of new leaf printing blocks on our website. So hopefully you'll have a go at printing your own leafy tote bag. Thanks very much for watching.